Jim Chalmers, today I heard Adam Bant come out and say that Labor cannot rule in its own right after this election, that it will need the Greens to be a coalition. He also says that if that happens, he will go for capital gains tax. He will actually seek to ban negative gearing. How will that help to build more houses?
Well, I don't agree with Adam's position. We're seeking to govern in a majority. That's our goal. Now, when it comes
so you wouldn't compromise on negative gearing or No. So if you were in a coalition with the Greens,
we won't
if you needed them, but if you were, would you actually then compromise on negative gearing and or on capital gains tax?
First of all, we're not entering into a coalition with the Greens. We seek to govern in a majority. We don't take our cues or our economic policies from the Greens. We've got our own agenda on housing. And our agenda on housing is $33 billion of investment so that we can build more homes for Australians to buy or rent. In addition to that, we've increased Commonwealth rent assistance twice. We're working with the states on planning and zoning. We've got a very broad, very ambitious agenda on housing. It's one of the most important things that we've focused on in all four of the budgets that I've delivered with Katie Gallagher. And that's because we do understand that one of the big pressures when it comes to cost of living is housing. That's why we're trying to build 1.2 million homes over the course of the next 5 years, because that's what will take some of the pressure off the market, make it easier for people to buy or rent a home.
Will it be dangerous if the Greens do have any form of power after this election? Is that a message for Australian voters, do you think?
No, we've made it clear we've got our own agenda.
I understand that, but I'm saying that the reality is the way that people vote might end up that the Greens do have some sense of power. Is that a dangerous thing for Australia?
Well, that's in the hands of the Australian people who've got the ability to elect a majority Labor government under Anthony Albanese, building more homes, helping with the cost of living, strengthening Medicare and making our economy more resilient. If people want the reliability that comes from a majority Labor government, they can vote for it. That's one of the things that they can do.
OK, I'll go to Angus Taylor here. Would it be dangerous if the Greens and Labor came together in a coalition after this election?
Oh, extremely dangerous. We heard it from Adam Bant today. He wants to do probably what Jim wants to do, because we know he's asked for Treasury to do modelling on this. He wants to get rid of negative gearing. He wants to impose capital gains tax on the family home. He wants to tax people's unrealised capital gains, which of course is exactly what Jim is doing. But let me tell you, when it comes to housing, Labor's plan is 1.2 million. Most of the experts think they'll be lucky to get to even 800,000 of that. What we need is a genuine focus on breaking the infrastructure bottlenecks to get more supply into the market. We believe with our housing infrastructure fund, we can get 500,000 new houses, take pressure off the demand side, because immigration has been out of control under this government. Another 100,000 on top of what would already be occurring. Another 100,000 houses by freeing up demand, making sure that foreign investors aren't crowding out the market, a 2-year ban on foreign investors owning existing homes, and helping young Australians into a home by allowing them to dip into their super, which they'll have to put back up to $50,000. And this is all alongside, and I think one of those comments there about interest rates was really important. We want APRA to make it easy, who's the regulator, again, another regulator that we believe has been overreaching in recent times, to make it easier for Australians to get a loan. And we'll be directing them to do exactly that through this statement of expectations. So, look, this is a broad package. It really matters. I want young Australians to have the hope and aspiration and knowledge that they can, if they choose, buy a house as part of their pathway through life in this great country.